I just watched first episode of She-Hulk and this was supposed to be MCU's first sitcom style comedy. So, did it work? Before I answer that question, I have to clarify one thing. When the trailer came out, a lot of people criticized it for copying Deadpool with the whole fourth wall breaking thing. But the fact is, in comics, She-Hulk started breaking fourth wall way before Deadpool did. Like 7 or 8 years before Deadpool. I mean, she broke fourth wall before Deadpool was even introduced. With that out of the way, let's start with the review. She-Hulk's first episode was decent, but had some major problems. Let's first talk about the pros of the episode. It was enjoyable. It really was. While it wasn't in the same league as Loki, WandaVision or Moon Knight, but it's good enough for you to give it a chance. For the most part, the CJ looked better than what we saw in the trailer. And Tatiana Maslany was great as Jennifer Walter She-Hulk. And Mark Ruffalo was alright as Hulk, but I'm still not over how weak they made the Hulk. There is a scene where Hulk fails to stop a jeep. I will repeat that. Hulk fails to stop a jeep. I will humbly request stop wasting Hulk. Thank you. At moments it felt more like he was yelling than talking, but maybe that was just a problem for me. Also, the way Jen became She-Hulk felt pretty weak. It felt like they were just trying to get that part over with so they can focus on her becoming She-Hulk. In comics she is short and Bruce, her cousin, donates blood to her. While the shooting part wouldn't have gone for the show, but Bruce donating blood seems more logical than how it happens in the show. I have two major problems with this episode. First one, the comedy. In my review for Secret Headquarters, I mentioned how MCU is failing at its own formula of adding jokes to keep the movies or series entertaining, and it stays true for this one as well. While the episode was entertaining, but the comedy was nothing but cringy. It completely ruins the flow of the episode. Like a sweet moment of Bruce talking about Tony Stark is interrupted by this. And I know this joke was entertaining and funny, but can we leave Steve Rogers alone now? The jokes in the episode will test your patience, and it makes me worried about how they will handle Daredevil. My second problem with She-Hulk is the Ray problem. One of the major problems Star Wars fans had with Rey was how strong and skilled they made her with not much training at all, and that made the older characters look weak and pathetic for training like idiots for decades only to do what this character did in few days. She-Hulk has the same problem with how they are treating She-Hulk and Hulk. I know they are trying to give a strong female character to kids that is equally strong if not more stronger than these experienced characters. But when it comes to handling a female characters, Prey did a wonderful job with developing Naru's character. She was overconfident in the beginning and made mistakes, but she learned from her mistakes. She was smart about fighting Predator, and that's what made her special. So I hope they learn from her character in their next projects. With all that out of the way, will I watch the second episode of She-Hulk? Yes. While this episode wasn't perfect, but Marvel shows first episode rarely are. Their show starts slow, then start getting interesting by third episode, and fourth episode is usually the best one. So I will continue watching. And that's the end of the review. Press the like button if you enjoyed the video, comment, share and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.